So yeah, Punisher. Now this movie is actually okay. It's okay. I wouldn't watch I only would watch once a day. You know, just once a week, once a month maybe. But I don't know much about the Punisher. You know, I looked him up on Marvel.com, and Kevin Nash is in this movie. I don't know why. I don't know who he plays as. I don't even care. And you know, this movie's, I wouldn't say much about this movie. Nah. It just doesn't disappoint. It's just actually okay. Even though there are some parts in this movie that will bore you, but it's still good. Punisher Warzone. Now let me tell you all about this. This movie, when I saw the trailer, I thought the movie was going to be okay. You know, just so-so. But turns out that I wanted to go see it. But I forgot it came out, so I was too late. But when I got this movie, I was wrong. The movie was actually pretty good, guys. It was one of the top movies. This movie's not for kids. Because you want to know why? Because this movie has blood, slicing, curses and all that horror movie, unrated, rated TV, underrated things. One of those horror movies, you know, like Halloween movies are not for kids, and Friday the 13th. This is pretty much the same, but it's not horror. This is actually a pretty decent movie. I thought it was gonna be okay, but turns out that this movie was totally awesome. I would watch this movie twice in one day. If you're a Marvel fan, get this movie, alright? Because this movie is really awesome. It's just so awesome, and the way it ends, it's just, this movie's worth your time. I love this movie. I really love this movie. I regret not seeing it in the theaters. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. This movie is just so great. I love it. You know, it's just so great. And Wayne Knight's in it. If you don't know who Wayne Knight is, then do you ever see the movie Space Jam and Space Jam? Yeah, Space Jam. This dude with the glasses and all that. Let's not get inside. Now, Iron Man. Now, I love this movie. Pretty much all of us love this movie. Some people say it's okay, but I personally would definitely watch this movie 3 times. Really, 3 times. Why? Because this movie was so awesome that when I went to go see it in the theaters, the theater was packed, man. I could barely find a seat. Oh my god, seats were hard to find. This movie, the first hour of this movie, it'll bore you. It's not really gonna bore you. It's gonna be like, where's Iron Man? Why isn't he just turning into Iron Man? Because it explains a lot about how Tony Stark became Iron Man, and a lot how he's trying to live his life, you know? It's just good, but he will come out in an hour and 10 minutes in the movie. Trust me, he will come out. And I took this in the 9th grade last year when I was in high school. Wait, I am in high school. So yeah, I took this quiz about the movie Iron Man, and it asked me, why does he have that thing on his chest? And the answers were, because it makes him into Iron Man? No. Because it keeps his heart for a certain amount of time, or days maybe. Oh yeah, I have a comic of him. But first, let me show you this. It's got a card here, but it's actually expired. It's about getting free Iron Man comics. Here's a thingy. It's actually pretty good. And holographic too, especially the back. Look at the back. Look at that. Now, this is the comic right here. These are I got these from Midtown Comics. You know, these are actually the real comics. You know, look I'm online. You see? Iron Man comic is actually pretty bad. I hate it. This is the worst Iron Man comic I've ever read. Because Iron Man in this comic right here, I only got this because of the cover. I mean, look at it. It looks like it's going to be awesome. Like, it looks like it's going to be awesome. But it's actually pretty boring. Because Iron Man only comes out on the last page. That's last 2 pages, yeah, maybe. It's just... If you have this comic, and if you read it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I haven't read it, like... I haven't read everything, but I just read a lot, and it just bored me. Even though... I just want a better Iron Man comic, because this one just sucks. I'm sorry. Hulk. Now, some people hate this movie. Some people really do hate this movie. But I say this movie's okay, you know? It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's bad. Or, you know, it's just pretty good, but, you know, felt like the Hulk was just too green, you know, like, a little too green, like they overdosed on the color, maybe. There are some people who hate this movie for some reason. Well, one, I don't know. That's not worth getting into. And, yeah, I don't know why some people hate this movie. I think it's because the other one made this one look like a masterpiece, you know? But I wouldn't complain about this movie. You know? And there are like some like box thingies to make it look like a comic book in the movie, you know. Like show you like more scenery. It's pretty cool. The Incredible Hulk. Yeah, you knew I was gonna have this one. This movie is actually pretty good. This movie is actually way better than this movie is actually way better than this one. Really. It takes place in this weird city I forgot. I think it takes place in Russia? Is it Russia? No, I don't know. It's not Russia. I think Portugal maybe. But this was movie pretty good. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. Really, an 8 out of 10 because this movie was worth my time. It was when I saw it in the theater. I missed the first 10 minutes because I was late. But you know, this movie was actually pretty awesome. This movie is worth your time. This movie is not boring. It is not. And for all you people who think this movie is okay or, you know, bad, then I don't know. I don't know what's with you. Yeah, Edward Norton is very good for the Hulk. If there's going to be another one, I would definitely watch it. Ghost Rider. Now, again, Ghost Rider is another one of my favorite superheroes. I have like 6. And when I didn't see this movie in the theater, you know, because I was at DR. And, you know, I saw it on ovguide.com and, like, you know, it's this website where you get to see movies that came out, or movies that, no, you can see any movie, you can pretty much see any movie. And, you know, this movie is good. I give, same thing, I give it an 8 out of 10. Love it. Pretty good. I mean, come on, who doesn't like this movie? Some of you people. Some of my viewers. And I don't know why they choose Nicolas Cage as Jonathan Blaze. You know, they could. He was okay, but if there's gonna be another one, I suggest they don't use Nicolas Cage because he's just not that good. They should use somebody else. Oh yeah. I have 3 of his comics right here. Ghost Rider Director's Cut. Now this doesn't explain the story or nothing. This just explains like where he is, like where he goes, maybe. Like, it has some weird pictures into it. Like, it doesn't explain much. It's something different, you know. It's not like a story or something. It's just different, you know. If you have this comic, then you know what I'm talking about. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Ah, here we go. Wait, let me see the other one. And where's the other one? Okay, so here we go. Hold on. Now, this comic is actually pretty awesome. I love it. And this comic came out back then. I love it. I read everything. I read every page, and because it's Ghost Rider, this one too is actually pretty good. Love it. And it even shows Johnny Blaze for like 7 or 8 pages. But the other one, this one, it only shows him for like 2 or 3 pages. But this one shows him really more. This one is actually a pretty good comic. I love it. I am willing to go back to Midtown Comics and get more comics. Fantastic Four and all that. I'm serious, dude. It's just...